traditional. Shotgun and Sunday school, don't really care what you think. 'Cause I've been asking around, and you know what I found is most of us believe the same things. And I won't conform, my mind ain't gonna change. I'm just like concrete, I'm all mixed up and set in my ways.
Hey there, YouTube. Patriot Viper coming to you. Oh man, forgive me. I'm a little sore. I just got back from the range and haven't shot my bow in about 4 months, so my shoulder's a little sore. But so I had a couple VRs to do that I was gonna do today. One is for Klint, the frozen Baccy blender, for his 300 sub GA, and then Andrew Cirigliano, the bluefin piper, announced his 350 sub GA last night, and I was really stoked on the idea for the VRs for his GA, so I started working that up. And I was gonna do this. I was gonna do 2 videos. And I thought it kind of works to do them together. Like, it's kind of coincidental that, you know, Andrew's VR response is all about coming up with your own blend. So I don't know. I'm trying to save some time on my end, and I thought they kind of would, whatever. Quick housekeeping. Got my bent legend here, and in it I'm trying to smoke some LM the Shire, the morning mixture. Some pretty good stuff. It's been in my truck for a while, and it's a little dry, but alright. So first VR is for Klint, the frozen Baccy blender, and he wants to know what got us into making videos. Why did we start making videos? Well, I started making videos because I was really intrigued by the level of camaraderie that I had seen between members of the YTPC. And I'd wanted to make videos for a while, but every time I came up with there was something to do, like some kind of source material, things like that, I'd always end up like not liking it or not being comfortable or confident in it. Then I'd make a video and I'd go, to edit it or do whatever, and I couldn't stand the sound of my own voice on video. It would just, like, God, is that really what I sound like? And then I get super self-conscious and I delete the video. But as many of you know, at one point, a buddy of mine found out my buddy was doing videos, and I started watching his stuff. And after about a week of thinking about it, I was like, I just decided that this was content that I really wanted to do, And I think, and knowing somebody that was making videos kind of made it seem more doable, in the sense that it was like, not just somebody that you've never, not just somebody you don't really know, that you're watching. More like you're, when you know somebody that does it, it just makes it more obtainable, I guess. So that's why it's how I got started. And I really wanted to do videos and become a part of this community. I watched videos for years. The pipe community videos I've been watching for about a year before I started making my own. And I was a commenter, a lurker, and so one day I just created my own presenter account and started posting as Patriot Piper instead of my regular account, and that's it. I love doing it. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the feedback. I enjoy talking to some of the guys that I've met through here. There's a couple guys that we chat back and forth a couple times a week. So that's really what I like about it, and why I do it, and why I recommend other people do it. It's a lot of fun. So hopefully that suffices. Klint also wanted us to shout out somebody new, and usually when you shout out somebody new, it's like somebody that's like less than 100 subs. Well, I haven't really seen anybody lately that's under 100 subs. Mainly because I've been trying to catch up on old videos and old people that I used to watch that I've kind of stopped watching since I started making my own content, trying to catch up on other stuff, and so I haven't really found anybody. But as far as guys that are new, there's a lot of guys out there that are they're new, but they're shooting up, with their sub count is shooting through the roof, and it's awesome. But two that I'd like to mention are Four-Eyed Piper and Mel Harris. Those guys both just, they just hit the ground running, and they're both, I believe they're both, I know Four-Eyed Piper is over 200. I believe Mel is as well. And that's just, crazy. Like, they're both been doing this less than a month. But they're putting out really great content. So, that's super cool. Okay, so that's the first VR. The second VR is for Andrew Cirigliano, and Andrew wants us to create our own blend. What would it be? What would you call it? Things like that. So this was really cool. This was really appealing to me because it was coincidental, because I've been watching a lot of Klint's videos lately, catching up on his stuff, and that's what he's all about, is creating blends. So that's why I was like, these two VRs kind of work together. So my blend, if I could create a blend, this is what it would be. It would be 50% dark burley. We get that kind of the nuttiness, kind of that sweet molassesy kind of essence to it. And then on top of that, I would have 25% Perique. That's going to give you a little bit of a spice. And then the burley, between the dark burley and the Perique, you get a nice little amount of nicotine in there. It could be a nice little nick hit, hopefully. I kind of like stronger tobacco blends with a little bit more of that nicotine in them. Then we're gonna have 10% or 15% bright Virginias, so you're gonna get that hay, earthy kind of citrus in that, as well as that's gonna work kind of with the earthy nuttiness of the dark burley. And then the last 10% is going to be like Oriental Turkish, so you get that nice smoky spice floral kind of vibe going on in there. So, and then hopefully the Perique is going to kind of help enhance some of those flavors from the other tobaccos. And then it would have a slight like coffee kind of topping to it. Very light, not a heavy topping, not a heavy case, but just very light. Just enough in it so that when you open the tin, you kind of smell the coffee. So that's what the ingredients would be for the blend. Now the name of the blend, I would call it Night Ride. And as far as the tin, what the tin art would be is, so you'd have Night Ride, and the tin art would be, so the background would be like obviously nighttime, obviously, with so it'd be like late fall, so it'd be woods, and you'd have trees with like barely any leaves left on them, mainly just trunks and branches, very thin trees, kind of eerie, with a purple sky, like a dark purple sky coming through the trees. And then off in one corner you just have like you see the moon through the trees, and there might be a couple of lightning bolts, coming through the trees. And then kind of in the foreground would be a caricature. I don't know how they really like this stuff. I'm not really like super realistic drawing, but like I said, kind of like a caricature type drawing, slightly unrealistic, just enough to where it looks like a drawing of Paul Revere. So we all know what he did. So that would be my blend. And the reason why, so that kind of plays into why I want it to be like a very strong blend, a very like nicotine heavy blend, is to kind of like give you that kick, and then that would play off of kind of that coffee smell that it would have. So it would be kind of like, instead of caffeine, it'd be nicotine, but kind of the same idea, kind of a thing, kind of a play on whatever. But that's just what I thought. That's what I was thinking up, and it's funny because I'd actually been thinking about something like this, about creating my own blends and stuff, for the last couple of weeks. And like I said, watching some Klint videos, trying to, and then coming up with ways to blend and ways to press and things like that. And I was watching some other videos on how to actually press stuff. And so yesterday I filmed my VR for Klint's GAW, but when I went to watch it, or to edit it, there was no audio, and so it was just lost. But the other video that I filmed I did 2 parts of it, and it was actually a video of me blending and pressing some tobacco. It wasn't anywhere near as complex as this. It was just me mixing a bunch of stuff that I had together, and then using a makeshift press that I came up with. So the first part of the video is me blending it all together, and the second part where I actually load the press and set the press up, that part was unusable. So when I take the blend out of the press, then I'll put the 2 together and it'll be one solid video. But anyways, so that, look forward to that. But anyways, guys, Klint, congratulations on the 300 mark. Andrew, congratulations on the 350 mark. You guys are both awesome presenters. You both put out great content that I really enjoy watching. I hope you guys don't mind that I joined your VRs. It was just a time thing, and like I said, it was kind of coincidental that what the topics were, and you know what I'm saying. But anyways, guys, so that's that. I'm gonna go. We'll try to relax. Like I said, my shoulder is a little sore. Slung about 150 arrows this afternoon, so I'm feeling it. Definitely feeling it. So, alright, guys, till next time, a great day, pleasant evening. I'm Patriot Piper. See you next time. Later.